that's it right there, mother. Damn it. What the?
Chicken flag.
Sorry, guys. Obviously another driver here that today. Son of a bitch.
Kim liked that one.
Kim found that one amusing.
That was so good.
Kim
Yeah.
liked it.
What'd you like about that?
What did I like? What did you like about it?
Yeah.
Just the intensity with which Kyle Busch is so frustrated.
We missed a sweep. Missed
Yeah.
a sweep this weekend.
Odds are.
The hometown sweep.
Hometown sweep.
Hometown sweep.
Bet on pit road. That'll do it.
Every time.
That'll do it to
That'll
you.
get you.
That'll get
Do you think, because he finished third, do you think if he hadn't sped that he would have won it?
Yeah, I mean, he drove, I don't know, but I mean, he drove from the back of the field and was closing in on, them guys a little bit. So,
We should just
you never
always
know,
make
but-
Kyle Busch, regardless of the race, start from the back of the field.
Yeah, he seems to do pretty well at coming through the whole damn thing.
And then you get, good
Makes us
nuggets
feel-
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yummy nuggets.
Yummy nuggets of sound.
You watch him do that and makes other drivers feel like shit. It's
We should do
how can you do that?
montage of Kyle Busch's best radio sweetheart moments.
We should do that.
How long
And just
would
like
that take
string
us,
it
though?
together.
It might take
you
an
have
hour.
to,
to
you
That-
have
that
to
would be a whole
limit it.
show.
You'd have to limit it. All right, we're going to do like 5 minutes of content.
Or we can just bundle up a lot, talk about it, and then
Yeah.
play another one. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that'd be kind of fun.
Maybe we should do that this year.
We should
sometime.
have Kyle on and do the montage.
We should have him live
How
reenact.
would he react? Like, how would he react
I
to
don't
that?
know.
Like,
I really don't know.
He would probably deny.
it's like, I never said that.
I
That
never
wasn't
said
me.
that. That wasn't me.
That's wrong.
I have a young
You're wrong.
child. That
Yeah.
wasn't me.
That was a voiceover.
Yeah. You plugged that into a computer and made that sound on your own.
What we should do is the next time we have a guest who's a driver, we should hopefully find like a clip of them where they're having a rant on the radio and play it as intro without telling them and see what they say. Like if they realize,
If it's them.
Yeah.
wait,
Yeah, that'd be funny. That'd be funny.
I do want how do you think most drivers would react to that? Because you're catching someone at like one of their most vulnerable.
I mean, it's not like when stuff happens like that in the race car and you kind of have a little tantrum, you don't mean it. You just have to get some of that out.
Or here's a
At the
great
time.
idea. We have a guest on and we find like the best of their radio in cars. Let's say that we pick like 5 and we play them individually for that driver and then they have to guess what race it's from.
That'd be good.
That'd be a fun game.
I think my favorite of all time is still Jimmy Johnson from I think Watkins Glen.
Oh yeah.
And
Talking
Denny
about
Hamlin's like, tell him to suck my balls. Quote me. That was
would be
good.
so fun. It doesn't have to be like an angry. It could be like
Yeah.
a funny quote like that or like Ricky's
Yeah.
We Are the Champs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be good to do.
Next
We got to
guest.
get another guest on. Though.
Yeah, we do.
I don't know
Who wants to
get
come on the show?
I don't know. Nope. I mean, we
We
had a
should
guest
just
last
start
week.
drawing from a hat
It's like, all right. And this week's guest is
Yeah.
And just make them come.
and just see if they'll come.
kidnap them. We'll get a van. We'll like black out the windows
Like,
and just go like roll up
like
like
old
old school.
school.
Yeah.
I think most would be
We'll have you
receptive.
back by dinner.
Would be
Tell me about
receptive
this.
to being on. Maybe
Being
like
kidnapped? And
no,
being
to
on?
being on the show.
Oh.
Maybe not like I can think of maybe one or two.
One or two drivers that would be receptive to being
No,
kidnapped
not
by?
receptive to being on the show. Period.
That wouldn't want to be on at all.
Kevin Harvick.
Well, no shit, he wouldn't want to be on this show. I don't think he would.
It's too young
I
for
don't.
him.
It's too young and hip.
Has
for
he
him.
trash talked it?
And I don't know.
I don't. I think he just ignores it like it doesn't even exist.
Oh, I mean, I ignore his show. Do they even have that show anymore? I don't think so. I think it's off
Happy-
the air. Got
Was
shut
it
down.
Happy Hours?
don't
Which
know.
I think I've mistakenly called it Happy Hour. Like when I've talked to him, he probably wants to punch me in the face.
And be like,
Fine.
hey, what's our podcast? He'd be like, I don't care.
I really don't. I don't even know.
But I think most drivers would be receptive. Maybe not to the kidnapping part.
Maybe to like, the phone call and be like, hey, do you
You
want to
should
come on?
phone in more drivers. What are
Phone
you
in?
reading? Oh, you're still
I was
reading
just
about
seeing
his
if Happy
podcast.
Hours was still a thing, and it looks like it is.
Oh, it is? Oh, well.
Well, we should have Keelan
I
on the
haven't heard
show
about
and
it.
not Kevin.
That would
Anyway.
be.
I don't know if Keelan is allowed to be on the show.
I think you have to be over 18.
And please
Be on
don't
the
kidnap him.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that
No.
we will not do
That'd be,
that.
that'd be jail
We don't
time.
need any
Yeah,
Amber
yeah,
Alerts
yeah.
out.
Amber-
Which, oh my
you
gosh,
see
I
that
watched.
on the highway.
Have you watched Abducted in Plain Sight on Netflix?
I've heard things.
Oh my gosh, I
Haven't
watched the
seen
whole
it.
thing and I'm like, what the hell? No, how? These people are dumb.
What
And then I felt
is
like
it
that was
about?
maybe
So
a little insensitive.
The premise is that this girl was abducted twice by the same person who was like her next door
like
neighbor.
a family friend. But the
Yeah.
details are
shouldn't laugh about
the
it.
details are very strange.
Yeah.
And when it unfolds during the show, you're like, how? What? Why? No.
Is it a documentary or is
Yeah.
it? Oh,
It's very strange. Anyway,
I watched. I spent.
Ted Bundy tapes. I watched those too.
No.
I loaded up on all of the.
I was gonna say there's a Netflix documentary series called Losers that's out. That's
Are you
about like.
starring in it?
Huh?
I'm just,
oh my God!
I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I love you, Chuck.
You smell that? You smell that? I'm burnt. No, it's about people that like have professional athletes that have screwed up in somehow in a major sporting event, and do they bounce back? How do they bounce back?
So just screwing up in a sporting event, not like off the court or off the field.
Well, there's
screw-ups?
some off the field,
Okay.
but and some of the redemption is off the field, not necessarily
Oh,
on
okay.
the.
That sounds interesting.
It was actually very interesting.
Who was
'cause
one of the athletes on it?
what is his name? He was a former heavyweight champion.
Mike Tyson.
No, it's not Mike Tyson, but it was in that era. He was in that
okay.
era, and he's like gone on to. He played Sonny Liston in Ali, the movie
okay.
Ali. But he's gone on from being, he was known for getting knocked out in the first round in his first fight ever, and then he like got back, won the title, but he never really wanted to do it, and he just didn't have the heart for it. But then he got hit, and his brain swelled, so he had to stop.
Who do you
And
feel?
then he got into acting and helping actors.
Who
So
do you
it's
feel
cool.
like is a NASCAR driver, past or present, who could fit into that description?
I'm sorry. I was just
Brian
watching. You okay there,
Beating
bud?
his head
I
against
am.
the mic.
I was up really late.
I just look
I
over.
might have had a few, and I woke up in a panic this morning because I
Ryan was
overslept.
overslept and he was late to the
I was
podcast.
late. I was like 15 minutes late to the podcast. Not good. It
It's
was
cool.
self-induced though.
Hey,
so.
hey, I went.
bad.
You actually weren't that late.
Yeah. There's nothing worse than waking up in a panic.
Yeah,
I did not want to wake up this morning.
I,
I didn't either.
I woke up. I was a little.
Where were you
Under
guys
the
partying
weather.
that I apparently wasn't invited?
We
Because
were.
I'm actually the loser because I didn't do anything.
Partying. I didn't go back till 4 and playing stupid Fortnite. I'm on the
Well, that's your
Fortnite
own
train,
damn
man.
fault.
Chase Elliott got me on the Fortnite train. It's ridiculous.
Was Chase up playing it too?
Well, he's in Vegas still, so it was 1 a.m. for him there.
Oh,
so
well,
he
that-
didn't care.
Yeah.
So I was
That's
the
not
whipping
fair.
mule, and
So he stayed out there?
paid the price. Yeah, he had to do something Wednesday
Oh, why didn't you stay out there?
because I wasn't invited.
Oh, and you had to do the podcast.
I see
And
what
I
you
had
did.
to do this.
I see what
That's
you did there. See what you
I had
did
to do
there.
this podcast.
Yeah. I went to a concert last night.
Where'd
To
you
go
go?
see Dr. Dog at the Neighborhood Theater. Sold out show.
Dr. Dre,
No, Dr. Dog.
Snoop Dogg,
Dog.
Snoop Doggy Dogg?
No,
It's like
yeah, it's
Dr.
a-
Dre
it's
and
combo.
Snoop Dogg together.
Their music is
I've
nothing.
never heard
nothing
of-
like that.
Cat Dog?
No.
Describe it
Cat
for
dog.
us.
Cat dog.
Cat Dog.
I love dogs. Must love dogs.
Yes. Must love dogs?
I said must love.
Must love dogs.
That was,
Marmaduke.
that was also a movie. Must love dogs.
Garfield.
Everybody.
Garfield's a cat.
I know. But Odie was a dog.
Odie.
Yeah.
That's my dog's name. Is Otis. Odie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Same.
So
It's
yeah,
a different
yeah.
name.
It's
But
Dr.
I-
Dog, they're sort of like, I don't know how you would really it's rock and roll, but they got like some keys and they do some funky stuff with some electronical things, but it's a lot of just good standard tight rock and roll. The opener was from Asheville and they were called the Nude Party.
Nude
Were they
Bar.
Sorry,
nude?
Boone, North Carolina.
Were they nude?
No, they were not nude. They were fully clothed.
Were you disappointed?
No, not really, because there's all dudes, so
Oh.
it really
Yeah,
wasn't.
wouldn't pander to a good crowd.
No.
Maybe
How many
they
people
were,
are going to stand around and watch them naked
Naked men play guitars.
play guitars
Yeah,
and sing music,
yeah.
rock and roll?
It's not like that
Rock
scene
out.
in Forrest Gump where Jenny's playing the guitar
naked
naked
in a club.
in a club.
Jenny is still a terrible person. I don't like Jenny in that movie.
She is a terrible person.
She's an
We
awful
discussed this.
person. She deserved everything that she got.
Wow.
Oh, you don't think her childhood?
It's a movie, okay? Don't act like it was a real life event.
You don't think
that
she was a
happens
product of her
on
childhood?
life. I don't know. Not really.
Oh,
You're your own person.
Jenny.
I mean, I think she had some some issues that were
so major. I feel bad.
Instilled
All,
in
like,
her at
whenever
an
I
early
hear
age.
Freebird, the only thing
Yeah.
I ever picture when I hear Freebird is Jenny on the ledge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that guitar solo.
Yeah.
Like I can see her doing.
And how
like,
she slips because
yeah.
she's in like 5-inch platforms.
Yeah, and she's just coked
Well,
out
yeah.
of her mind.
I think
with-
it may have been
with a couple-
heroin.
with a couple lawyers.
or
Just-
both. Could
Or
have been
both.
both. Could have been all
Hey
of
man,
it.
it was the 70s.
Yeah,
Could
a lot
have
of things
been.
happened in the 70s.
Lint. Probably just put some lint in there as well. Dryer sheets.
Like belly button lint.
No, like clothes lint.
Oh, clothing lint. Okay. Okay.
Was it clothing lint what ends up in your belly button to turn into belly button lint?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it's on
it's
your
like your
clothes
shirt.
and
Yeah.
it
It kind of is
digs
one
in
and the
that
same.
crevice.
It's always fun. You're like, huh,
So
I don't
Vegas.
remember wearing that color shirt. Okay.
Ew. So Vegas. Did you do anything fun in Vegas? See any shows? Eat any good food? Sounds like a no.
That's a no.
I'm trying to think.
Go to the Grand
Did you
Canyon?
leave the track at all?
I had to be out there Wednesday. I had to go to do something at Texas Motor Speedway on Wednesday, a little promotional thing.
Ooh. Did they give you a bobblehead?
No. Those are still in production. Okay,
Okay.
we got a few weeks until we go to Texas, so I don't know what the present's going to be there, but they gave me a gift card to Ruths Chris. Ruths Chris.
Ruth's Chris?
Is it Ruths plural?
Is it Ruth's Chris? Does that mean like Chris belongs to Ruth?
I think that's
Like it's her
right.
husband?
Yeah.
Is it Ruth's Chris?
Or if it's just Ruth single.
It's
Chris.
an apostrophe. S.
Yeah.
It's Ruth's.
Okay.
It's possessive.
Ruth.
Maybe Chris wanted to start a restaurant and Ruth was like, "No, honey, you're stupid. You're never going to do that." He was like, "I'll name it after you."
And she
She's
was like, okay.
This is Ruth's. Chris.
Ruth's Chris.
I did go to dinner in the Mirage. My mother's birthday was Saturday.
How'd you see
Happy
it if it was a
birthday,
mirage?
Lisa.
Oh, it looked different before I got closer to
Yeah.
it.
Sorry.
And then,
Did you buy her dinner for her birthday?
Yeah.
Okay.
I bought her
Just
dinner.
making sure,
I forget
like-
where we went, but it was a really good steakhouse in the Mirage. I've never been to the Mirage before, and it was a pretty happening place.
Yeah.
Very busy.
How do you order your steak?
Medium rare.
Delightful.
yeah.
Like a little bloody.
I was about to say, well done, but not meaning the
You
steak
are
cook, but
fun.
medium rare. Yeah, well done.
Yeah.
Well
My dad's a medium well guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Dave.
I'm very disappointed. And then
I'm a
just,
medium.
Yeah.
I like medium.
And then he soaks it in like A1 and he's like he's upset when it's dry. When
Well,
it's
he's from
medium well.
Ohio.
Yeah.
I feel like that's an
dude.
Ohio thing because my dad
Medium
soaks,
well.
I
Or
think
just
he-
A1 sauce.
A1 sauce, but I want to say he does. I don't know how he orders a steak.
Yeah.
I'll have to find out and get
But
back
I
to
mean,
you.
nice restaurants, they're not going to give you A1 sauce.
No.
They're going to throw you out of the restaurant if you ask for A1 sauce.
Maybe some Worcestershire.
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 Yeah.
Or some horseradish. I like horseradish sauces.
I think a steak tastes just fine if you
Well,
eat
if
the
it's
steak.
good, if it's good meat.
Yeah, and then you
it
just
tastes
knock
like
its horns
meat.
off, wipe its ass, and walk it through a warm room. Boom.
Wow.
That's dinner.
I saw where it was on the internet on Instagram that apparently somewhere they're putting pictures of the cow on the packaging of the meat.
What?
It says, "Hi, my name is Chloe. I really don't want you to eat me." But
It's
Oh, is this like a PETA, like guerrilla marketing where they go in and they just like throw it like,
I feel like this meat company had to put it on there. It's like a cigarette warning. Like they
Oh.
have to. It might have been in a foreign country because
probably.
I've seen that more and
Oh,
more.
maybe it was like in India, don't they worship cows?
Yeah.
Maybe
I don't
it's
think
somewhere
they would
near
sell
India.
it in India at
Cow.
all.
Another
Or maybe
cow.
it's a country with a big transient Indian population, so
But
they have
had
to warn them.
Had a picture of the cow, had its name. I'm like, this is
That's
you didn't name the cow, okay?
Oh, that's so sad.
That's the
I don't
cow's
like
name.
to think about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, did you see in I think it's China? They're working on putting GPS on chickens, so you can know the chicken's backstory before you eat it.
To make sure it's getting its proper free range
Well,
time.
yeah. You can know that it spent its life happily pecking for corn. You know,
Do you know that chickens are actually, I think I've said this a million times, they're not vegetarian.
do the
So when you
chickens have large
see-
talons?
Little chickens have large talons.
It took me like 2 seconds to remember what movie's that
he says
from.
no, it's the milk where
Yeah.
he's drinking the milk and he's like, it's like the cow got into an onion patch. Ew.
Blah. Anyway, so you were saying about
Oh, the chickens aren't vegetarian, so I get so angry when I see eggs that are like vegetarian fed chickens, like it's a good thing. I'm like, no, they eat grub, like worms and bugs and beetles.
grub.
Grub.
Good grub.
Grub.
mixture.
I think of Lion King when I think of grub for some reason, because Pumbaa
Pumbaa.
eats a
Yeah,
grub.
yeah, he's a grub.
He's a grub eater.
You know that? Do you see that new Lion King trailer?
Yeah,
looks amazing.
It does look
Live
pretty badass.
Yeah.
Went to a reenactment this past weekend.
Oh,
Were
yeah?
you in
And
it or you?
I was in it.
An
I was
audience member?
participating. But one of the guys brought, we talked about it last week, the guy that was the trapper down east. He brought some beaver that he cooked.
Oh.
Yeah.
How did the beaver taste?
Pretty good.
Put that on the
Pretty good.
soundboard.
It's like a steak. It's like a beaver steak.
Right. Very gamey.
Yeah, but the
gamey
thing
meat.
he used to
What
grease
color
the
is the
pan,
meat?
it's like a dark red, like a very
Like
hearty looking,
hearty
like liverish red, you know,
Ah, okay.
Okay.
but tastes a lot akin to steak.
oh, okay.
But to grease the pan, do you know what he used? And it looked a little bit like your juice that you're drinking there.
PP.
Fat.
Fat, but
Fat
from a
Fat from a. Let me guess. From an otter.
no, not an otter.
I was trying to keep the aquatic mammal
Yeah, no,
theme
no.
going.
Yeah, I like where you're
Is
heading.
it an
here.
aquatic animal?
No, it's not aquatic.
Does it have 4 legs?
It does have 4 legs.
Is it a mammal or a
It is-
reptile?
it might be in the marsupial mammal.
A platypus.
It's not might not be a marsupial. It's a mammal. It's a mammal.
Sloth.
Not a sloth.
Koala bear.
No.
Panda.
Close.
Bear.
What type of
A
panda?
koala.
What type of panda?
Red
Think
panda?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Raccoon?
Trash panda.
A trash pan, a raccoon fat.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Raccoon fat.
I take offense to that. That is my kin.
I feel like raccoon,
There's some
They're very
fat-
resourceful.
not very sterile, though. Not very like
Clean?
good, clean.
Might
Look
have
at
rabies.
Yeah, rabies.
Yeah.
That comes to mind.
Well, I mean, I feel
Would
like
rabies,
I'm fine right
can
now.
you eat? Here's a legitimate question. Can you eat meat of an animal that has rabies?
No, I would not. I would not do that.
recommend it.
Is
Having had my rabies shot, I would not recommend eating the meat
I'm
of
saying,
a
does
rabid
it
animal.
would it
Yeah, well,
affect?
so
would it
here's
A
the
affect
thing.
the taste, and B would it be transmitted
It
via?
probably tastes better. It probably tastes more.
Probably like just a great sauce.
Yeah, but it'll still give you rabies probably.
That's what my
Yeah.
main question is.
'Cause,
Can you get
like
rabies?
it might taste great, but you're gonna get rabies.
My thing
so,
is that
You gotta
I
weigh
don't
those
think you
options,
can.
man.
I don't. Think
well,
you can.
here's the thing,
Does
Kimberly.
it have to bite you?
No, it does not have to bite you because
The
you
fluids?
can ingest
Rabies?
bat guano.
If an animal spits on
Because
well, that's
guano.
poop.
Bat
Poop. That's
guano.
That's
Right.
poop.
But that
Do bats
turns to
go
dust.
rabid?
Yes, turns
Oh.
to dust, and you can ingest it, which is why I had to get my rabies shot because we're
'Cause you-
unpacking. We were moving houses.
Ingested guano
There was
dust?
a potential. There was a high risk that had happened because we were unpacking the attic.
What a strange life you lead.
Yeah, I know.
That's a very
And
interesting story.
there
Or
was a
what-
wounded bat. There was a wounded bat in the house, and as a precaution, they're like in the attic. You probably kicked up some dust. Might have inhaled some bat guano.
I think
so. Go through this
This
battery
is
of
a cockamamie story that Chuck's trying to
A
cover
what
up.
story?
Nope.
A cockamamie.
Cockamamie.
That Chuck is trying to cover
no
up the
idea what that
fact
word
that
means.
he acquired some guano dust and he snorted it like cocaine.
Right. Well, as one does. Like,
I mean, what are you going to do?
trying
when
to
you
get
come up
that
guano dust. I mean,
yeah.
it's like
once you get away from beaver meat, you got to find that next.
yeah, you got to step
Hi.
it
Yeah,
up from there.
Yeah. So bat guano.
Once you have the rabies infested beaver meat, you need the guano.
Yeah.
It's good.
Snorting guano dust. I wonder if
Yep.
anybody's actually done that. My guess is yes.
Just to
Having
give
what?
themselves rabies.
Just to,
Snorted guano dust.
I mean, sure.
There's some cultures out there that do some very unique
Weird
things.
things, yeah.
I didn't say weird. I said unique.
Unique.
You meant weird.
Yeah.
Tomato.
She's using code words.
You're using code
Unique.
words.
There was something that I was we did a thing before and we should call this out in the podcast. We've got a new Facebook group.
We do.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Yeah.
new Facebook group.
So you can join today. You can go to there's a website that we'll probably put up on the
Is it
screen here
called Glass
because
Case of Emotion, or is it
well,
called
no, it's
Glass Holes?
nas.cr/glassholes.
Oh, so
my
it is
gosh.
Glass Holes.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Or go to NASCAR on Facebook, select groups, and
There we go.
click join group in our new Facebook group,
There we go.
Glassholes.
Grouping
Do it.
grouping together.
Do it now. Go join now. We'll wait.
Waiting. Wait, this is where you put elevator music in because one fan did say we should do an elevator music segment every week.
This is the part where we wait while they join the Facebook, and we're just going to keep doing this until.
This is a live show too, by the way. So do it
Do
Um,
it now.
as soon as you can.
Yeah.
We're checking
I'm watching
right
you,
now.
Dan.
Just make sure that the
Dan,
numbers are going
Dan,
up.
why aren't you joining? What about you, Teresa? Why haven't you joined yet?
Teresa should tape up her laptop camera like you have.
Yeah.
That freaks me out. Do you do it to your phone camera too?
Okay, elevator music's done.
Get elevator music done and taping cameras.
I don't. Do you?
It's hard to do on your phone, don't you think?
It's hard to do on
you
the
wanna
phone,
take the
but
photos.
you're looking at your phone
All
a
the
lot
time,
more than you're
yeah.
looking at that.
And I
So
feel
it's
I
gonna
think
be-
phones are easier to hack.
Yeah.
I would think than a computer.
I don't know. I mean,
I
sure.
guess.
I'm not a
Then you
hacker.
can't take the selfie anymore.
Well, you could just turn
You gotta
the-
turn it around.
Yeah, turn it around and do that.
Or you could just take the tape off.
yeah, well,
Then you'll be putting tape on, taking it off, like
What if-
a lot of times a day.
what if they made a phone cover
They do.
It has a slide.
It has a slide.
Does
right?
it? On,
There's
on their
actually-
side?
Yeah, there's a thing that has that.
Oh,
Is there?
wow.
Okay, well,
Late to the party.
obviously I don't do a lot of
Dropping knowledge on Chuck.
buying of phone cases.
Yeah, I don't either.
I just remember seeing it in a news story.
I get my otter boxes and just kind of go with
Oh,
that.
Otterbox.
Yeah. Otterbox.
Nice.
Otterbox.
Otterbox. Kim has a nice chargeable Mophie.
I do.
It's a good one.
The skin of it's coming off though.
Oh,
It's like weird.
it's peeling.
It puts the lotion on the skin.
It's the hose again. I'm going to see Captain Marvel tonight.
Yes.
Very excited. Got
Are
an
you?
early showing of it. Yeah.
How did you do that?
I have no idea. Dylan Smith. You guys know
Yeah.
Dylan? He texted me last week and was like, hey, I got 2 tickets to an early showing of Captain Marvel in Charlotte.
That's dope.
Like, I don't know how you got that, but I'm going to join you. So,
I'm jealous. You're gonna have to give us a movie review,
yeah, we'll do.
like a Roger and Ebert.
Yeah.
Roger and Ebert?
Yeah.
Siskel and Ebert?
I'm like
Yeah.
Roger and Ebert was when I was
Yeah,
growing up.
no,
reading
but
it.
it was Roger Ebert and Gene Siskel.
Oh yeah, Siskel and Ebert. Now
Yeah.
Roger.
It's just Roger Ebert
Yeah.
because Siskel is,
That's true. Now I'm all just sideways thinking
or one
about
of, or both. Are they both gone?
that. I don't know.
Anyway.
I'm not sure who those two
Siskel
people
and
are.
Ebert. Now I remember.
Yeah.
Thanks
Siskel.
for refreshing my memory.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that should be good.
I'm excited. I'm a big Brie Larson fan.
She looked really pretty at the premiere
Yeah,
of the movie.
I saw.
Yeah. Why weren't you there? Does she have a
I think
boyfriend?
invited. I have no idea.
Did you slide into those DMs?
I don't know. Captain Marvel will
How
not
old is
have
she?
me.
She's probably about your age, right?
I don't know. I feel like she's maybe
28?
late 20s, probably.
Yeah, I
perhaps.
would guess like 28. Let's
I'll
look
say
it up.
29.
Brie Larson.
Both Siskel and Ebert are no longer
Deceased.
with us.
No longer. Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
I don't have good service. Will you look up Brie Larson
my
to
God.
Now we've
find our
got
age?
Gene Shalit.
Wait, here. Hold on.
29.
She is.
All
oh, wow.
of
That's her.
29 years old,
You're
1989.
right. Look,
Boom.
that's her full name, though.
What?
Brienne Sidoni Desaulniers.
Where is she from?
She born December 1st.
October 1.
Ah,
Sacramento is where she's from.
I wonder what her her family
it was probably
Is, though.
a good reason she changed
wins
it to
by
just
Brie Larson.
Larson.
I bet that's French.
French Canadian.
That looks. Yep.
Her
It
father
looks-
is French Canadian.
It looks like a French. It looks like a French name.
Comment allez-vous? Sacré bleu.
yes.
S'il vous plaît. Mon ami.
I love
Yeah.
Paris.
I love Montreal.
Our frog legs are so delicious.
Oh, one of those things on Losers, that
Oh, yeah?
documentary thing, was about curling. And a guy that lost curling and then he lost the curling world championships in Canada or the Canadian championships, which is apparently a huge thing. They had huge TV rights for curling. And then he went back and created this new form of curling where you just constantly knock the you never allow anyone to score a point.
Oh.
And then they outlawed that. And then he came back
said
and won
no.
again. So it was about him. Yeah.
Huh.
It was very interesting
Wow.
curling
So it seems like I have to watch Losers.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have to watch
Abducted in Plain Sight.
Abducted in Plain Sight and the Mr. Ted Bundy?
The Ted Bundy tapes.
Ted Bundy tapes.
That was actually
Ted
good. Did you
Bundy
watch that?
abducts losers in plain sight.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you watch the Ted Bundy tapes?
Huh? No.
Oh, they were so good.
Are they scary?
He's a maniac.
Well, yeah.
Well, he's
He's
a
a-
serial killer.
Yeah.
That
And
is
also the dad
true.
married with children. No,
Yeah.
He is.
that's Al Bundy.
Al Bundy,
I
but
know.
the
Yeah.
Bundys.
This is around the same time. I as a kid, I got
The-
those two
The
confused.
70s were like the heyday for serial killers. I don't know why. I
So I feel
think
like you
all
could
of the
get
serial
away with
killers
it probably a lot
yeah,
easier back then,
they
right?
mainly killed in the 70s.
Well, the 70s were a weird time. We
Well, the
touched on
height.
this
I'm saying the
earlier.
height of the serial killers, like the famous serial killers, the majority of them.
There were some other older serial killers.
But
that
like
were pretty famous.
Dahmer,
Jack the
that was-
Ripper.
Those are like old. I'm talking
headless
H.H. Holmes.
This is the
Yeah.
heyday of serial killers. It's the 70s.
Did you see that they're making a movie about H.H. Holmes, who is like America's first
I don't know.
Serial killer?
that during it was, I think, The Devil in the White City is the name of the book, and it was
Oh, I
during the
have that book.
Chicago World's Fair.
That's what that's about.
And at the same time, he has this murder palace that he built, which is basically like
Yeah.
1880s Saw.
Now I'm gonna have to read the book.
Oh, okay, I've heard about
I
this
read the
before.
first 5 chapters, and it's a slow start of a book. So
Well,
I'm gonna
then
go
he
back
just
and
starts
read it.
killing people in this hotel that he's built. That like there were like false walls, and like people were like they found bones and everywhere. And,
Oh, wow.
all kinds of.
Was he eating them?
He would hire like different contractors to build different parts, so nobody knew. Yeah, it's very interesting, and I think Leonardo DiCaprio is attached to this project. I don't know. We're going to Hollywood soon, so I'm just trying to use
Be good. Hollywood.
good speak.
I think they're coming out with a Ted Bundy movie.
Yeah, with Zac Efron.
Yeah,
That's
Zach.
Ted Bundy.
Yeah, High School Musical.
He looks like Ted Bundy.
We just got a thing from one of our producer, Burroughs, that said, description, Theodore Robert Bundy was an American serial killer, kidnapper, rapist, burglar, and necrophile who assaulted and murdered numerous young women and girls during the 1970s and possibly earlier. After more than a decade of denials, he confessed to 30 homicides that he committed in 7 states between 1974 and 1978.
Why did he then write Tom Cruise?
Well, Tim Cruise. He wrote Tim Cruise first.
And then he corrected it and
to
said
Tom Cruise. Yeah. Tim Cruise was...
I like how you omitted his comment before that paragraph.
Yeah, I did. We were
What
talking
was it?
about phone cases in the OtterBox, and it just... Kim, do you want to read that one?
No.
Okay.
You can look at it.
You can look at it later. It just says this.
I want to see it.
I want to see it. It's
Show me.
that right there that you're reading. Yep. Hardy har.
What?
Yeah, so
funny guy.
Tom and Tim Cruise were like the Menendez brothers, apparently.
Tom Cruise is a murderer?
Yeah.
He's still acting in movies?
Actually, I don't want to say that because then Scientology will come after me.
Oh, that's true. I take
I'm
all that back.
fearful of Scientology.
Yeah.
That is
Tom
not.
Cruise
You
is
don't want to
such a
piss them
weird
off,
guy.
especially like flying into L.A. here in the next week.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to piss off the
Sir,
Scientologists.
can you come with us?
No, I'm not.
Me.
Nope.
Smack. This may cause you some discomfort.
Yeah. Anyway, that was fun. More awkward music. No.
No, the
Which one?
guacamole one kind of piqued my interest.
Dipping the
Man.
man dips testicles in guacamole because he was unhappy with the tip.
Yeah, see, that's why you are nice to. Well, okay, so wait.
I like the
how's,
joke.
How's this? Just got it. So he did it to their guacamole, the people that they were serving. He was serving, because why would he get the tip before they brought the guacamole out? Guacamole is a starter.
Right. So a Tennessee man was so aggravated about a low-tipping customer that he allegedly dipped his testicles in a salsa container before it was delivered, according to...
It could have been like a return customer
Yeah.
that's just like
Yeah, maybe an Uber Eats.
historically bad about
Yeah.
tipping.
Yeah. It's dinner, through the service, dinner delivered.
Okay.
The salsa was
That's
ordered
messy. Like,
from
why
a
would you
Mexican
want to put your
restaurant.
balls in guacamole?
You know...
Maybe it's good
Avocados
for
are
the
good for
skin.
you.
It's good
Yeah.
for the skin. Maybe he actually got some benefits
It's like better.
to his ball skin.
It's like better than Gold Bond.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it was a...
Although if they have jalapenos, some guacamole has jalapenos. I can't imagine that felt good if there was some guac or some jalapeno juice in that guac on the ball skin.
Does jalapeno juice like burn if you just put it on your skin, or is it just like hot? I don't know how that works.
I feel like it would,
Yeah.
especially if you're putting it on ball skin. I just
Kim
want to
has
say
said
ball skin
like
10
6 times in the last 2 minutes.
Well, the question is, like,
She's fixated.
how did the person find out? Like
that the
yeah.
They probably found a couple
testicles
of.
were
Well, I
dipped
mean, you
in
know,
the guac.
because wouldn't you think that you need to like do some scaping down there to prevent any?
Oh, maybe a
excess
hair got in the
strain,
guac.
Yeah, that's what we were.
Ew.
Yeah, that's what we were getting at.
Oh
Gross.
no! There was a video.
Oh,
Yeah.
Never, when you're doing these kind of things, never make a video.
No, probably a security camera.
He's heard laughing.
Oh, okay.
No.
No,
Oh,
he
see?
was doing a
So-
video. Oh,
That's
Webb
his own
produced
damn
a video
fault.
showing Webb placing his testicles in a salsa container, and the driver is heard laughing and stating, "This is what you get when you give an 89-cent tip for almost 30-minute drive."
that's a weird number.
89 cents?
How do you get 89 cents?
It was probably like the total was something
Yeah, but, like,
11,
yeah.
and so they wanted to just make it even.
But I mean,
Make it like 389.
do percentages. Do a
Maybe
20
that was a percent. Maybe it was like a
but that's
$5
just
order.
Like,
I'm not,
especially for delivery. I'm not saying,
defending it because I'm a good tipper.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to play devil's advocate and figure out why they would only tip 89 cents.
If you tip 89 cents, do you deserve to get balls in your guac?
Probably.
Have you ever put your balls in guac?
No, I haven't. I might try that though later. Let's just start with avocados first. Avocados are good for you.
Well,
I think when you cut them open and where
there's a
the
little
seed
nice little-
is, there's
yeah.
a nice little,
Little
a little
pocket.
cave. It's like a little cave
and then
for
you
your
get 'em-
balls.
you just
Ball
get them
cave.
both side by
Both
side.
side, and you
Yeah.
just put the avocado up
It's an
under the
avocado
balls.
ball bra.
It's a perfect
funny, right?
nesting
Yeah.
place for your
It'll
balls.
take care of wrinkles.
Yeah.
There you go.
yeah.
You don't ever. I mean, they make avocado face masks.
Exactly.
If you want to keep your ball skin nice and youthful, slice open a ripe avocado
A fresh avocado.
and just rest your balls
Man,
in the nestling cups
I
of
wish
the
we wrote
avocado.
down all of our ideas on this show.
If you're feeling salty, make a salsa with guacamole.
That leads us to our next. We're talking about dips.
Oh yeah, you brought this
dip.
one up, Kimberly.
That Chick-fil-A is opening up the debate about having cheese dip because apparently some of their locations are testing out a cheese dip. And I think that Chick-fil-A should just stay in their own lane. That's what I tweeted.
Yeah, well, why would they need a cheese dip? They don't.
That's what I'm
they don't
saying.
Need
They don't
one.
need
They don't
one.
have any food that accommodates cheese dip.
Also, they called it a warm cheese dip, which is queso.
Queso. It's
Which
queso.
I have a
Cheese
problem with
sauce?
the nomenclature.
No,
No, they
A
don't.
warm cheese dip is queso.
It's queso. They don't have like chips you get. Like you're not gonna dip. I just don't feel like you're gonna dip
They
fries.
already have
in-
enough sauces.
the sauce
too.
is a mixture of Swiss and Parmesan cheese.
Oh, I do
Ew,
like those
Parmesan?
two. I like those two cheeses though.
That reminds me of Italian, though.
I do like
Well,
those two cheeses.
okay, we put
If they had
Italian
a-
cheeses on a fried piece of chicken.
Is a
like,
chicken parmesan, but Chick-fil-A is not an Italian restaurant.
Maybe they are. Maybe
I
they
just think
aren't.
that I think that they should
Chick-fil-A.
they should stick to what they're good at, which is Chick-fil-A sauce and Polynesian sauce.
Ranch is good.
Their ranch is good too.
What about their barbecue?
Their barbecue's fine too. They already have enough sauces. Is
You've
my
never
point.
had
do
this
ranch.
cheese sauce, so how can you say that it's not good?
Hey, you
Because
remember when Chipotle brought up their queso and it was terrible?
It was, and they're a Mexican place, and it
Yeah.
was terrible.
Well, this person, Greg Cannon, who's gamer Greg Cannon on Twitter, says lunch was epic. Chick-fil-A cheese sauce is dreamy. Pro tip: add in some buffalo sauce, mix with fries, and enjoy.
Well, he's already mixing it with something else because it's not good enough on its own.
Boom. Face.
Ha!
I don't know.
Yeah.
You never take some sauces then make your own sauce. By
That
mixing
guy
up a
probably
special sauce?
worked for Chick-fil-A too.
Could be. It's a cheese. Like that's what it looks like.
But
if
It's
there's-
cheese
what?
dipping sauce.
Does it come in a big vat like that?
Sure, probably.
Vat.
Can I
A
get
vat of
can I
cheese
get
sauce?
Carafe, a vat of cheese.
Anytime. Okay, so when I hear the word cheese sauce compared to queso, when I hear cheese sauce, I picture like a
At the-
baseball game, like the shitty
the
cheese just
pumped
pumped
cheese.
onto nachos. That's what I think. So it makes it immediately unattractive to me.
Yeah.
I agree.
If you say queso, it's better.
Queso.
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 I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I just think
apparently-
it's a bad move.
I think they should try it. Try it and not. You know what I loved
Don't knock it till
from
you try it.
Chick-fil-A, and they don't have it anymore. The sliders. Did you ever have the sliders?
oh yeah, the smaller.
They were like
The biscuit.
double-sized chicken minis.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Why'd they get rid of those?
because they already had chicken minis.
But they were perfect,
But
man.
like Goldilocks, you needed something in between. The minis are
So,
too small. The
okay.
sandwiches is too
Dude, it was
big.
awesome.
So you're cool with sliders, but not cool with cheese sauce.
Yeah, because they didn't stray from their main focus was just chicken.
chicken and cheese and chicken.
They
That's a
serve
thing.
sausage.
Yeah. They put cheese on chicken.
That's fine because it's sliced cheese.
What if
This
it's
is
melted?
cheese sauce, warm
melted
cheese
cheese.
sauce, and it's queso, and it belongs in a Mexican restaurant.
I feel like queso and like sliced cheese are different to me. I know
Totally
they're
I
different.
mean, they are.
Yeah.
But
Did you put that cheese? Oh, you did.
No.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
People throwing cheese on their kids. Have you seen that?
I saw
thought
that.
about bringing Kraft slices to throw.
to see if we could do it. Probably.
Maybe next week to see
Yeah.
if they'll stick to our faces.
I'm not here next week.
Oh no!
Kim will just be sitting here throwing cheese on her face.
We'll just get a cutout of Ryan and
throw cheese at it.
throw cheese at Ryan's
That one's
cutout.
stuck.
It's like, do you have a cardboard cutout of yourself?
Not on me.
Okay, not on me, but I can.
I have 4 at home.
Okay.
What do you do with a cardboard cutout of yourself?
I don't get
Stare
them.
at
At your house, though.
I don't have one at my house. I was
Oh.
joking.
I've got 3.
You have 3?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just
Oh, yeah.
we-
You told us.
yeah.
I would probably use it for like target practice.
Do you think any drivers have cardboard cutouts of themselves in their house places just because they're that vain?
I don't know.
I feel like Kyle Petty would have some of the old Kyle Petty ones in his house somewhere.
Maybe
Just because
Maybe.
those were like the awesome
Mellow
long
yellow.
hair.
Yeah.
Like,
you got to keep that for nostalgia.
I mean, like, 20 years from now, if you've got like one of you in a Wood Brothers outfit, like, would you not have that in like your game room? Maybe just kind of hidden with some stuff?
I could. No, not really, because
Still kinda weird.
you can find some cool
Although,
photos.
What's I guess we're saying, a cutout would be kind of weird, but what's the difference between that and a photo of yourself?
Well, not just yourself. Like, I'm not going to hang up a photo of just myself.
Just like,
True.
like
Hi.
this. It's going to be with people or friends. Like
Yeah.
cardboard cutout is just you, which is just kind of, and it's life size, which is even weirder.
I think it's
mean,
slightly awesome, but
That's why you have 3 of yourself at your
'Cause
house.
my thought process is if someone says, now, as someone who isn't in a position to get cutouts or images really taken of them on a regular basis for promotional use, when someone says that to me, I'm like, yeah, I'll have that cardboard cutout. I think it'd be cool. But I mean,
They're-
you have your old Sprint cardboard cutouts, and
I didn't. They were like,
do.
"Do you want these?" And I was like, "Nope."
Oh,
yeah,
I would like to get them.
Yeah.
I want to collect them, and it'd be funny
Hers?
to have
Like
like
her
target
Sprint?
It would be
Her
funny
Sprint
in
ones?
your
Yeah.
entire yard, like different
Yeah.
cutouts from different eras that you
practice.
drove
Yeah, or like
as your
put them in
target
the
practice?
woods and
Yeah.
like have them standing there.
I
under a
feel like you
tree.
need to like
Like
put
a
some sort of
scarecrow?
treatment
Yeah.
on them so they would stay in the woods. Like
Need a film on
laminate
them.
them,
Ooh,
spray them
laminated
with
co-
like a poly
Mhm.
coat of some sort.
Yeah, polyurethane.
Froze them in carbonite.
Mm-mm.
Froze them.
Freeze them.
Freeze them.
Yeah.
That works.
But I don't get the people throwing cheese in their babies.
That's funny. The
strange.
video is funny.
The babies have no idea what's going on. They're just Kraft cheese.
Which
That almost
isn't really cheese.
created a
I
transition.
don't think it's actual cheese. They can't even call it cheese. They have to call it like a cheese-like
I'm not
substance.
gonna get into that.
What, Kraft singles?
No.
Yeah. I mean,
Hilarious.
I don't think cheese should stick like that.
Is Robert
want-
Kraft the heir to the Kraft fortune, or is he the Kraft fortune?
Chuck's like, are we going there? We didn't say anything about it.
We're not
and we
gonna
just
go.
said,
I just didn't know where he got his fortune from. I thought he was a Kraft mac and cheese guy
Yeah.
is that Kraft?
coming out with special sauce.
Is that the same Kraft? That's a legitimate question. Is that the same Kraft?
I actually don't know if it's the same Kraft or not. I mean, their
we-
last
I
names
didn't-
are
we
spelled the
didn't
same.
say- also, this podcast, are you really worried about talking about Robert Kraft on this podcast?
No. But yeah. Just because there's so many jokes that I want to make.
Oh, there's Joe. That's why. I thought you were like nervous.
No, I'm not nervous.
I feel like he's the last place that people are going to get upset about us talking about Mr. Kraft.
Mr.
Except
Kraft.
for Portnoy. Portnoy might never come on the podcast again if we throw any shade towards Robert
Did
Kraft.
you see him on like
Not to be confused
the
with
news
Kraft
channel?
Foods or Kraft Heinz.
Oh, okay.
Did we see what?
Did you see Portnoy like on the news? Like he was
like-
on the news.
Like the legitimate news?
Yeah, and he was wearing like he was like in the side by side debate.
And he had the fake mustache on?
No,
Oh.
he was talking about Robert Kraft.
Yeah.
and like
Was he like
made a
in
pretty
suit?
legitimate.
Like he,
Yeah, like a pretty legitimate argument. Like he went on there, was like a lawyer for the guy. It was pretty amazing.
I'll have to find that.
He was like, he's walking around. He's an older gentleman. His back hurt. He needed to go get a massage. He didn't know about the sex trafficking in the back.
Did you? We're not going to delve deep into this topic. Did you look at the list of names though and the birth dates alongside?
I didn't see that.
The majority of the ages were like in their 80s. I think the oldest guy was born on 1934. He's 85 years old.
Good on him, really. At
He's
85.
probably the youngest. I think Kraft is like mid 70s, upper 70s.
77.
77.
Born in 1941.
Oh man, they were excited to get a new youthful gentleman in there. It was so amazing to me, man. I just
85.
It is Florida.
a
What are you trying to
billionaire.
say?
That's
I know.
the
I'm
waiting
from
room
Florida.
for heaven, right? Isn't that what they call it? God's waiting room?
Because it's so
Yeah.
old.
Yeah, all the people
No, it's
are
just so lovely.
Well, yeah, because
lovely
old people
weather.
get cold, and so they move
Lovely
to a
weather.
warm place.
And in Jupiter, Florida, too. Where is Jupiter compared to like
Mars?
It's in between, Saturn.
It's the main gas planet.
Yes. Gaseous.
Gassy.
Gassy. Yeah.
Gassy.
Be taking some fish oils, getting gassy up in here.
Ew.
No,
Ew.
Usually you burp those up.
I know you do.
fart
Yeah.
those
no,
out?
No, you burp them.
Okay.
Yeah. There's
I
a
didn't
low
know there
burping
was
one.
certain
Yeah.
oils that you burp and certain oils you
Why is
fart.
a burp somewhat more acceptable than a fart when it's both gas? It's just going out different ends.
I had a buddy growing up that used to always say, "Excuse me for burping, but my butt wasn't working."
It's a fair point.
It's a fair point. Yeah.
But that's a good, like, why is it more acceptable?
I feel like just because people think butts are gross.
Yeah.
And so when
Well, and
anything,
it's like fecal matter is coming out when you fart.
yeah, just little tiny bits of fecal matter.
Little dust. Now you
Clean
get pink eye.
clean their butts more often than their mouths. Like I know people that don't brush their teeth but once a day, and sometimes they'll forget, and so they'll go days without brushing their teeth.
How do you
And you're always wiping when you go to the bathroom.
Are you though? Some people
Aren't
might
white.
not.
Dude, what really just irritates me is like
Rough toilet paper.
airport, yeah,
Sorry.
and rough toilet paper.
What irritates you?
Airports.
Airport bathrooms, and people just walk out of the shitter stall and just walk right out of the bathroom.
Oh, and don't wash their hands.
Oh my gosh, at a public airport, like, ugh,
And then you're thinking about all the things they're touching on the plane you're on. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
overhead bin.
yeah.
I think about all the nasty people that are just like.
Around.
Every time I pass a sink in an airport, I think I wash my hands. Like it's like, oh, there's a sink. I'm gonna wash my hands because this place is disgusting.
A water fountain.
Yeah, petri dish.
I read if you
Just-
sit near the window, you're exposed to like 60% less people and germs than if you sit on the aisle. Did we
yeah,
talk
'cause
about
no
this?
one's walking past you.
Yeah, so you should
constantly.
always
we've
sit on
talked
the
about-
window.
I'm a window guy.
I'm a window girl.
Now I'm more of a window
But
person.
it's something
now.
like ridiculous. 60 actually might be a low. It might be upwards of like 75 or something. Less interactions with people. I forget the number of people less that you touch. And then the germ count is way less when you sit near the window. So
I could
buy
I
a
mean,
window seat.
I could dig it. Yeah, definitely. I'm a window guy all the time. The only good thing about, well, there's pros and cons,
Well,
right?
the aisle you can pee
Yeah.
more easily.
Yeah, just pee in
Pros
the
and cons.
aisle.
Or the guy I had going to Texas, I had a 6 a.m. flight to Texas Motor Speedway
Last week.
Wednesday morning, and sleeping, obviously, 6 a.m.
As you do.
And I kind of felt like I was deep sleep. In my dream, I felt a tap on my shoulder.
Oh, so wait, you're on the aisle?
I'm in the aisle.
Okay.
I didn't book my flight, or else I would have been in the window. And I don't really move, and I feel another tap on my shoulder, like a harder tap. I look at the guy. Got the microphone there, and he's like, "Hey, I got to pee." I'm like,
He didn't try to step over you?
No.
Usually I try and step over.
I tried
like,
to as well.
If somebody's in deep sleep, like I try to
Yeah.
creep, like a
Read the-
like a
read
cat
the room.
burglar.
Well, here's
Read the room.
my question. How long had he been sitting there? Like, maybe I can make it. Because I've done that before. It's like I can make it. I've got 2 hours left. I can make it. Nope, I can't make
Well, the
it.
thing is, it's only like an hour 45 flight.
Right,
not a
it's
bad
not a long
flight.
flight.
You know,
But
I
like
mean,
a West Coast, like if you're going,
I get the
Yeah.
West Coast. I'm not going to sleep the whole 4 hours
No.
on a West Coast deal. So I'm going to get up. I'm going to understand. But
Yeah.
at least, man,
If I'm
read
in
the room.
If I'm
Or
somehow
just-
unfortunate enough to be in the middle seat and I have to pee, I will try to step over the person without waking them up. But if you're in the window and you're trying to get out the window
Oh,
and
you're
you got to go
screwed.
through two people,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, that's when
Yeah.
you got to plan. You got to
Yeah.
plan ahead of time. It's like a race. You got to go to the bathroom before.
he should
If
have
you're
negotiated with
third
you
ro-
before the flight. If he has a small bladder, hey man, do you want to trade seats?
Yeah.
Because
Or
I'm
it's,
gonna
hey, at
get
6 a.m., I've had a couple cups of coffee. I'm going to have to pee.
yeah. I
I'll be like,
apologize in
okay.
advance.
Yeah, yeah.
What if he did like what if he didn't tap you? What if he like did the cough, cough, cough?
Oh, I had headphones in. I was out. Yeah. He probably tried to be like, hey.
You should have just kept pretending to sleep and see what he did. Like, is he going to try and step over you? Is he just kind of finally
Or
like
he just
hit you?
shake you. Just like wake up.
Next time, do
or
that
I
though.
will
I'm so
pee on you.
curious what.
I want to do that. That'd be funny. would
I
like
think
that.
eventually he would try to step over you.
Yeah, he was probably 55.
At what point does he
or
think
so.
you're dead and he calls the
I should
flight
be-
attendant?
I should be really dramatic about it. If he shakes you, just like transition and then
Yeah.
Just
Or like snuggle up
down or
next to him to make it really awkward.
Grab him
Cozy
and
up.
he's like,
That's funny.
I go to sleep now.
What do you
man. Yeah,
you
planes.
better plan because you got a long flight this week again
To Phoenix, yeah.
to Phoenix.
Yeah, we go to Phoenix and then
You're staying out there. Are you staying out there in between Phoenix and Fontana?
Yes, I am.
What are you gonna do?
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately?
No, actually unfortunately. Unfortunately I can't be a part of the podcast.
No.
Here. Present.
Do we have somebody scheduled as a guest host?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll figure that out.
Yeah, okay. Any plans?
You're staying
I have
out.
to go to Aspen on Monday.
I have to go to Aspen.
I've never been to Aspen before.
Aspen.
What does he say? With a woman flock like the birds of Capistrano.
like the salmon of Capistrano.
Capistrano. I have to go there Monday, and then I'm going to California.
Are you going to
Tuesday
hit the
morning.
slopes in Aspen?
No, I think I'm going on a snowmobile ride.
Ooh,
So that'll be fun. And then
Aspen, and then
I rented I Airbnb'd a place in Malibu, right on the beach,
Oh.
for a couple days
that'll be fun.
before I drive out to Fontana.
Fontana.
Or, yeah, Fontana.
Did you know that they filmed that one scene in Terminator at Fontana?
I'm going to hit you in the face. That's like the one thing everybody always
Yeah.
mentions about Fontana.
Did they really?
You
I
know
mean,
when
you're
you're
generally
driving
not
through?
watching the broadcast
Right.
because you're generally like in the race car.
But when
Yeah.
when you drive through, it's like
Generally.
all the
Yeah.
industrial stuff around the track. You're like,
Oh, yeah.
where am I?
Oh,
well, you're in the
yeah.
middle of the Terminator set.
That was the ending of the Terminator.
Yeah.
No way.
So-
well,
like-
at least it's genuine that Ryan didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
But every broadcast, every
They should
year.
reenact.
Really?
They should get NASCAR
Even-
drivers to reenact the end for fun, for like a promo.
who would play Arnold?
Arnold?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Newman?
Newman.
Yeah.
Who else would? Nobody else is like that stocky,
I don't know.
broad shouldered.
Arnold wasn't stocky, all right. Arnold was ripped, jacked.
Yeah.
Newman just kind of
Di Benedetto?
Oh,
Benedetto's-
that's a good
He's in
suggestion.
really good shape. He does the
Di Benedetto.
CrossFit.
does the cross-
He does
He does
the
the
CrossFit
cross-
Really?
things.
Really? Did you just
What?
throw a little Elvis spin on Di Benedetto?
I said Di Benedetto. It's so
Yeah.
much easier to say his name when you sing it. You don't usually get it
Yeah.
wrong when you sing it.
But you're referencing a
Was I?
Beaver.
yeah. There's an Elvis Presley song.
Called Di Benedetto.
No, but when you Di Benedetto,
What does that mean?
it's the song's called "In the Ghetto."
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't
really?
know that song.
No, well,
I'm an
you-
Elvis fan. I've been to Graceland. My mom's
you
from
have
Memphis.
heard that song.
Okay, I'll have to look it up after.
Yeah. It's stuck in my head. Anyway, so Di Benedetto would play Arnold.
Okay. Who'd be
Okay.
Sarah Connor? Kim could be.
Kim.
I'm not out
We
there.
just got to dye her
If I
hair.
was out there, I would do it.
Is it
Okay.
Xfinity?
I guess I'll play. I guess I'll play Sarah.
You're gonna be Sarah.
You can put a wig on.
I'll put a wig on.
Yeah.
Give me
Eric Jones, maybe? Could he play Sarah?
There you go.
probably play Sarah
Remember
Connor.
which female when they did the drivers as females looks the most like Sarah?
We'll have to go back and look.
Yeah. I can pull that up here in a minute
Go back
through the
to
magic
the-
of the internet. Keep talking.
They back to the
I don't know about the.
internet.
Could you imagine though? Like, when did the first Terminator come out? In the 80s?
The 80s, early 80s. I'm gonna guess 83.
Could you imagine how terrified?
Look it up.
Terrified people were back in '83 when the Terminator first came out, and he takes his arm off,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh my god!"
He took his arm off.
Yeah.
Terminator film was in 1984.
I was 1 year off.
I don't know. I feel
We're
like
not far from Terminator Nation in terms of, do you see where they're trying? Was it Elon Musk that came out and said that we need to, like, combine ourselves with robots? Did
Yeah.
you see those quotes?
kinda.
We're the singularity and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Artificial intelligence. We've discussed this.
I know, but I'm saying it reminds me of Terminator.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, there they are.
There they are. That was
There
such
they
a
are.
fun. That was such a fun podcast.
Oh my God, those are just frightening. I forgot how frightening the photos of drivers as women was.
Look like we belong in a.
Not all of
burlesque
y'all.
show.
Some of y'all looked good.
Some of y'all look good.
Some of
Some of
y'all
y'all-
looked good.
Did not.
Some of you guys did not.
So yeah, that's fun. That's a good. Anyway,
Did you
I don't-
see
Who
Sarah
is this
Connor
one
yet?
again?
which one? This one?
She looks exactly like this girl, Christy Britt, I went to high school with.
Is that Di Benedetto?
Is it?
It might be.
They did a good
he could
job
play Sarah
morphing
Connor.
it.
That's our girl right there.
He can play
Matt
both.
DiBenedetto is going to play all
He's
the
gonna play
roles. in
all the
Terminator.
roles.
It's a one-man Terminator show.
Yeah, he's just gonna. We'll get a lot of camera angles. We'll
Yeah.
get some extras back of the head that looks like it.
Mm-hmm.
Be good.
Yeah.
We're gonna make a lot of money off
This
this
is-
because
this
we're
is
only
gonna-
paying one actor
He's not even an actor, so you can get him
and get it
for a low cost.
Guarantee he doesn't have a SAG card.
We're going to
Guarantee
have to
it.
take
Do you have
all...
a SAG card?
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm jealous.
it's stupid though. I get emails all the time from
Yeah,
SAG.
you do. But they have good pension and good health insurance.
Yeah, but I'm not an actor. So
I know, but I'm just putting it out there if you decide
Don't
to
sell yourself
change
short, Ryan.
careers. You could probably make more money as an actor.
yeah, I doubt it. Probably end up homeless on the streets.
You never know.
I won't make
You
it.
might be the next award-winning,
I can't
Oscar-worthy performance.
Can't even cry on command. Can't do it.
A lot of that's CG.
That's-
Some of that's CG now.
Really?
Yeah. Some of the like
Oh.
they can CG tears on people. I remember I read an
Fakers.
article that Jessica Alba did where she like cried and I don't forget what movie, and they told her she was an ugly crier and to keep her face more still, and they were going to just CG in the tears. I was beyond myself mad.
Jeez, that's like no talent. It's nothing anymore.
Yeah.
I found that when I was younger and I was acting a lot that I could not cry on demand, but the older I get and the more life wears me down, I can cry a lot more.
Because you have these
Yes,
life
you
experiences
have, like-
to draw
Shit
from.
gets more real.
yeah, she gets really, you're like,
I think if you have a good co-actor, like a co-star,
Yeah.
it's easier to cry because if they're a good actor and they put you in a position to where
the thing is,
You're
you
feeling it?
really have to like go to a dark place.
I know.
It's like remember Tropic Thunder?
Yeah.
When they're like spitting and trying to cry and shit.
Yeah.
That
Tropic
was
Thunder.
funny.
Big old titties.
Can you cry right now? Or would we have to pay you millions of dollars? Cry on command. Let's see if Chuck can do it.
If we're not gonna, that's gonna get it depressing in here.
We don't need depressing.
We don't need depressing.
Somebody can go back through and CGI
CGI some
CG.
tears. Hang on.
some tears into Chuck's eyes.
There you go.
The other, let's see.
You have kind of teary eyes anyway,
Oh gosh.
like glassy eyes.
He's gonna-
which makes. Are you gonna make yourself
I'm
cry?
going to see if I can do it.
What?
I'm just trying it out. No. Is there? There's a little.
Some people don't actually
Moisture.
physically
Yeah.
drop tears when they like getting emotional doesn't necessarily
Right.
mean like tears are draining from your face.
There've only been like, I think 2, maybe 3 times in my life that I've gone that as an adult.
Do you ever, when you're doing a reenactment and you're really feeling it, make yourself cry?
No.
Like your
Okay.
buddy gets
Like
No.
his arm, his
Because-
leg,
the cannonball
See,
just
that like
just through his stomach.
that part's hokey to me.
Timmy.
Are you
We
like,
actually fired a live cannonball this weekend.
"Oh."
Really?
Yeah.
How'd that go?
It was awesome. they shot a mortar, like a little Cohen 12-pound mortar.
Oh,
So,
a little cannonball.
yeah, no, the cannonball was not little.
Oh,
The cannonball was like
that's still little. For some reason, I think
That
I-
is still-
I don't
You're
know
thinking of
why.
a bowling ball.
Yeah.
I know, but when I was younger, I always pictured cannonballs, maybe because of cartoons, as like bowling ball sized, not like the actual
Yeah, I
like
mean, they're
ones
all-
that are
yeah.
they're
They're
actually
that
like
big, probably.
baseball, softball size.
still 12 pounds of there's a little
Metal
Yeah.
hurtled at
You're
you.
getting teared
Yeah, I
up
get a
on
little
the
teary thinking about those
cannonballs.
metal balls
Cannonballs.
flying through the air, landing in guac.
Ballsy.
Terminator
No, but
balls.
it went like up. It was like a nice pitching wedge and like stuck the landing.
Wow.
But it took the guy
Like
like
that game, they didn't do
20
the
minutes to
physics right.
find it. Like,
Yeah.
it was in a field, but he still like could not.
Was
find
it a vintage, like an antique cannonball?
No. I mean,
Was it an antique cannon?
Where we're breaking
Yes.
down the
Cannon
authenticity,
probably was.
but the ball wasn't.
I don't think it was original. I would not fire an original cannonball, but I mean,
Probably
you
a
can get them
little
made.
deteriorated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cannonball is very easy. It's just made out of.
Chuck likes to be authentic though, so.
Well, these guys were not as authentic as,
Oh,
Yeah.
so if it was you say you would find an antique cannonball.
or just make it the same way that they made it,
Yeah.
which is authentic.
Okay,
So if you get the same
interesting.
form to pour your molten,
Oh, so if you have a mold, if you have an antique mold, but you make your own cannonball, then it counts
Yeah.
as an authentic.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
If it's all made, if it's made in the same way and in the same process, then it's pretty
Okay.
authentic.
It's authentic,
All right.
Kim.
Yeah.
We were shooting bowling balls out in the desert in Utah.
What?
Speaking of bowling balls,
Like they were being launched,
yeah, we
like
were,
skeet shooting, but with bowling balls.
No, we were just launching them. We were not shooting them. We were shooting them out of a
Cannonball.
homemade cannon.
Like a potato gun.
It was
Like a full-on
s-
bowling ball.
Yeah.
Or did you do the
Like a-
lighter
like a
weight?
12-pounder.
The lighter. Oh, a 12-pounder. That's pretty legit.
So this guy, he cut the top of a scuba tank off.
Scuba Steve.
Had a scuba Sam. Created a couple braces, and you'd hammer them into the ground, and then you put as much gunpowder as you wanted at the bottom, and you're out in the middle of the desert, so you're not going to hit anybody.
Did you get to change the angle?
You can change the angle, whatever you want, and you just load the bowling ball in really easy, like you don't want it to explode, and then you light the fuse underneath, and
what?
It goes, and the thing was like it probably shot.
Did you do it like the? Did you do it like the
us.
shot put? Like whoever got the farthest won?
No, we just shot a few just to shoot them.
You saying a half mile it went?
Yeah, I'm not joking on that.
Wow. Did somebody go collect?
And it was pretty, I mean, the angle was pretty high too. But the cool thing about the bowling ball stuff is the finger holes, they whistle. So you'll hear it the whole time. They'll just go ding.
Did somebody go collect the balls?
Yeah.
That was the thing about this mortar. It's like when it went off, it sounded like a church bell. Like you could hear the ring.
Oh man. That's super cool.
It's really not stealth if you think about people using cannons. Like
cannons,
back in the day.
there's nothing stealth about a cannon, but like you knew that would there's
like
this giant puff of smoke.
I think a cannon only really was effective when it was like on ships and you just like came up alongside and you.
No,
I feel like back in like the Civil War days, right, when they all did that. Line fighting.
They had this stuff called
or-
canister that basically was a giant shotgun shell that you would put in this cannon.
I'm talking about like
would
traditional cannons.
gain like for each 100 yards, it would gain like another. I don't know how many feet. So you get this swath that it would just.
I just feel like it's better for like structures than it is to like harm people because you could hear like it's not stealth.
Yeah.
So
When you always hear these stories of people thinking that they could either A, stop the cannonball because it looks like it's moving so slow that like you could stop it.
Well, that's just dumb.
Well, in the heat of it, you're like, maybe I can stop it.
Stop this cannonball, and then it goes right through you.
Yeah.
Ooh, that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Oh.
How heavy is one of the cannonballs?
I think they're like 12 pounders.
Wow.
Which when they're coming at a high velocity.
Yeah.
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 I wouldn't,
Yeah. So that's
get out of the way and cue the music.
and cue the music because
it
we are
time to
gonna
go?
get out of the way
I'm
of this
starving.
show.
I am very hungry as well.
So hungry.
You hungry?
Yeah.
You get your hot pocket.
Hot pocket.
Go to McDonald's. Get you a Big Mac. Go take a dump in Mother Maggie's shoes. Yeah, we're gonna go take a dump in Mother Maggie's shoes.
What movie is this?
It's Family Guy.
Family Guy.
Oh.
You upset,
Let's
Stu?
go take a dump of Mother Maggie's shoes.
You want to go get a Happy Meal?
Hey. That's my thing.
How's that novel you're working on?
Well,
With a character, a little bit of rising action, a little bit of climax, a little bit of plots. Yeah, that's going pretty good, isn't it, kid?
it's great for me.
Yeah.
Have fun in Phoenix.
I appreciate that. You're not going.
I'm not. We're doing actually a live in studio pre-race show for MRN from here.
Oh, from this room?
Yes.
Live
on
from this
camera.
room.
Oh, yeah.
Live.
Ooh, hey, check it out.
I'm a little sad because I like going to Phoenix, but it's going to be cool because it's the first time we've ever done it.
Are you going to sit
Tune
right
in.
here?
Maybe. Maybe I'll sit in Ryan's seat. Maybe I'll sit in Chuck's seat.
I don't
really
tune
know.
in to find out before
Tune in. That'll
the
be
race at
exciting.
ISM Raceway here on MRN or NASCAR.com where we
Yeah,
are.
it's MRN.
We're
Or
on
network.
.com. They're on MRN because they're a whole thing. But we're at MRN. Just rambling.
We're all a big family. This music seems longer than normal.
It does. But hey, go join the Facebook group.
Oh yeah, glass
the
holes.
group it.
And then
It's repeating.
subscribe and rate and review.
all that
Tell your
stuff.
Oh my
friends.
gosh, you have stars on your socks. I love them. I just saw that now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're stance socks. They're very
Oh,
good
you should put
stance.
it
If you want
up
to send
on
me
the
some
camera.
socks,
So hold it up, quick.